The Good Samaritan. Love everyone. One day, Jesus was teaching a group of people about God's love. Crowds often gathered wherever he went, eager to listen to his stories and learn how to live the way God wanted them to. In the crowd was a man who studied the law. He stood up and asked Jesus a question. "Teacher," he said, "what must I do to have eternal life?" Jesus looked at the man kindly and replied, "What does the law of Moses say? How do you understand it?" The man thought for a moment and answered, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your strength, and all your mind. And you must love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus smiled and said, "You are right. Do this, and you will live." But the man wasn't finished. He wanted to test Jesus further, so he asked another question. "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus looked at him and began to tell a story, one that would teach everyone listening a powerful lesson about love and kindness. "There once was a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho," Jesus began. "The road was rocky, steep, and dangerous. As he walked along the narrow path, some robbers suddenly jumped out from behind the rocks. They attacked him, stole his clothes and his money, and beat him badly. Then they ran away, leaving him hurt and alone by the side of the road. The poor man lay there, weak and bleeding under the hot sun. He could barely move or call out for help. Hours passed. Then, in the distance, footsteps echoed along the road. A priest was walking that way, a man who served God in the temple. Surely he would stop and help. But when the priest saw the injured man, he crossed over to the other side of the road and kept walking. He didn't stop. He didn't say a word. Later, another man came walking by. He was a Levite, someone who also worked in the temple, helping with worship and prayer. When he saw the man lying hurt, he looked for a moment, then walked away, crossing to the other side of the road just like the priest. The injured man was left all alone again. His heart must have felt as heavy as his body. But soon, another traveler came along, a Samaritan. Now, Samaritans and Jews didn't usually get along. Many people from both places avoided each other and didn't speak kindly. But when the Samaritan saw the man lying there, something different happened. His heart was full of compassion. He hurried to the man's side. He knelt down and gently cleaned the man's wounds, pouring on oil and wine to help them heal. He tore strips from his own cloth to make bandages. Then, he lifted the man carefully onto his own donkey. The Samaritan walked beside the donkey, leading it slowly down the rocky road until they reached an inn. There, he helped the man inside and took care of him through the night. In the morning, the Samaritan had to continue his journey, but before he left, he took out 2 silver coins and gave them to the innkeeper. "Please take care of this man," he said. "If you spend more than this, I will pay you when I come back." The Samaritan didn't know the hurt man's name. He didn't ask where he was from. He didn't care that they were from different places or that others might think they shouldn't be friends. He simply helped because it was the right thing to do, because he loved others the way God teaches us to love. When Jesus finished his story, he looked at the man who had asked the question. "Now tell me," Jesus said, "which of these 3 men was a neighbor to the one who was hurt by the robbers?" The man answered, "The one who showed him mercy." Jesus smiled again and said, "Go and do the same." And that's how Jesus taught everyone that being a good neighbor means showing love and kindness to everyone, no matter who they are, where they come from, or what they believe. When we help others, when we show compassion instead of turning away, we are showing the love of God in our hearts. Because love has no boundaries, and kindness is something everyone can give. That is the lesson of the Good Samaritan. Love everyone,